What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex. I'm back with another video, and today the Miami Dolphins beat the Baltimore Ravens. This is no troll. This is no joke. This is no dream. We actually, for once, beat the damn Ravens. Now, we got a lot to talk about in this video. I don't even know if I have the time. I worked a 10-hour shift today, and I got to work another 10-hour shift tomorrow. So if you do the math, I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired. I gotta wake up in like 3-4 hours. I gotta push through this video fast. But listen. Let's get into a couple things. First of all, I can't think of a team that deserves to lose to us more than the Ravens. I hate the Ravens. And listen, I like Lamar as a person, a player. I root for him, but we absolutely destroyed him this game. And also, the fans are terrible. They blew us out, and I will never forget that they went for like a fake punt up 35-3 versus us. The Ravens are just dickheads, okay? There's no team that deserves to lose to the Dolphins more than the Ravens, okay? Let's get out that of the way. There's no team that I'd rather beat more than the Ravens. In fact, this is the closest feeling I've ever felt to a Super Bowl ever as a Miami Dolphins fan, was beating this Baltimore Ravens team. I'm not even trolling. This is all I ever wanted. If we somehow lose every other game for the rest of this season, which I hope we don't, I'm happy we beat the Ravens. This is the highlight of my entire season. The Ravens game. You know, the 1 year where we beat the Miami Miracle, that was like the highlight. This is the highlight right here. The Ravens game. This is all I care about. Okay? We beat the Ravens. Now, a couple things. Now, I don't really get into the arguments of Tua, Brissett. That was a thing in the game. Brissett started. We were up 6-3, and then Brissett hurt himself. Tua came in, and at that point, it was like legacy time for Tua at a time. Because like if we were to lose this game when Tua came in, if he would have cost us the game, his legacy is like cruised at that point. Like there's no coming back. Well, there's coming back from it, but like it would just, bro, it's over for Tua at that point. But he came in and we got the win out. He did what he had to do. How much he had to do, whatever. At the end of the day, he got the win. He passed the test of, because this was big, okay? If we lost this game, it was going to fall on Tua's shoulders, but and it was going to be bad. He was able to withstand the legacy game. In my opinion, this was a legacy game for Tua. When you think about if Tua ends up being good and you go look at some of the most important moments of his career, this is going to be one of them. How I want to start this video out. Our defense is back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's looking like, I don't know why it took us so long to really warm up, but our defense is looking like they're back. And Lamar could not do anything, bro. He was getting frustrated. You had Joe Buck and Troy Aikman in the announcers booth, basically rooting for they making excuses, all type of excuses for the Ravens, talking about, oh, they'll have 4 days off. We only have 4 days off too, and the Ravens already had their bye week. We haven't had no bye week, so I don't want to hear none of that shit. They just got absolutely bagged. We outplayed them. Our defense is starting to blitz a lot more. It's starting to look like a regular like the defense that we had last year that nobody could score on. It's starting to look like that again. I don't know why we ever got out of that. That was the dumbest thing ever. It's like, yo, I know this is not broke, but let's try to fix it. Like that's a prime example of us trying to fix something that's not broken. But at the end of the day, we're fixing it now. Listen, 10-7, and I know it sounds crazy. And I tweeted this out last week, and I said, yo, we could go 10-7 and sneak into the playoffs. It sounds crazy. It sounds a little less crazy now, but I believe we can. We still have the Jets twice, y'all. We have the Jets twice. Listen, I'm not counting nobody as a win. We suck. I ain't gonna say we suck no more, but we ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't proved ourselves yet. But I'm just saying, it's a possibility. And if we get into the playoffs, don't nobody want to see us. That's a fact, okay? Because our defense is scary. If we keep playing defense like this, there's no quarterback that's performing on this type of defense, okay? Holland is coming into his own. Our cornerbacks are looking good still. Byron Jones still gets burnt way too much for my liking, but people are looking good. You know what I'm saying? Our pass rush is getting there. Our run stoppers, Raekwon Davis in the middle, that's one of the best run stoppers in the league. Christian Wilkins, don't nobody want to see this defense. Don't nobody. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If we get in, we're good. But the thing is, our offense is still terrible. Now, I must be quite honest. There was a blown coverage that pretty much got us the 7, the last 7 that made this a 22-10 game. But before then, our defense, Xavier Howard had to get like a fumble 6, and then we got down to like the 1-yard line. We had 4 plays again, and we couldn't punch it in. Our offense still did not look that great, but it looked okay. You know what I'm saying? But it still didn't look that great. If our offense can even go to a level of just slightly below average, I'm not even asking to have a great offense. If we could go to because right now we're just abysmal, like bottom of the barrel. If we could go to even a slightly below average or average offense, our defense is good enough to the point where we could make noise. Lamar Jackson, an MVP. And listen, any other quarterback I probably would bash in this situation. I'm not going to bash Lamar too much because I actually like him, but this is a potential MVP candidate that got absolutely shut out. 238, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That touchdown came in garbage time. The game was over. 9 rushes, 39 yards. Y'all know we struggle with mobile quarterbacks. This was huge for us. You know what I'm saying? This was improbable as ever, and we were able to win. The refs tried to cheat us at the end. Let me think if I'm forgetting something, okay? I don't want to be forgetting nothing important. Let me break down the game in my head. So look at this. The Ravens scored fewer than 14 points for the first time in their last 53 games. They had a 52-game streak with 14-plus points. That was the second longest streak since 1940. We just stopped that. That's how amazing our defense just played. That's incredible. It looked just like we were going to need this type of game to win. I didn't get to make a preview video because I had to work a lot, but we was going to need this type of game to win, and we got it. Moving forward, they're going to make, the media and everybody is going to make a lot about, oh, the Ravens wasn't ready, or Lamar wasn't this and this or that, and they're not going to give us our credit, which is going to be super unfair because we deserve a lot of credit for everything we did, but I know how the media going to turn it, oh, it's short week, this, that, the third. I don't give a fuck. It was a short week for both of us. We just played better. They had their bye week, a week before. They had their bye week, and then they had the game, and they had this Thursday night football game. We haven't had no bye week or nothing. We just been playing football. All right, so I don't care about any of that. 0 blitzes that they have no clue what to do, and we should be doing that all the time. We should be doing that the entire season, because at the end of the day, listen, if we're going to lose because we're blitzing a lot of people, and we're leaving our cornerbacks that we paid our highest paid unit they're our highest paid unit on the field, our cornerbacks. If we're going to leave those guys on islands and they get killed, I will take my losses with our $50 million cornerbacks getting destroyed. You know what I'm saying? If that's how we're going to lose, then we know who to blame. I don't like taking losses where, you know what I'm saying, we play like so scary. We got our cornerbacks 50 yards away from the receiver. No, we paid them all this money. Let them play man coverage and start blitzing and get these quarterbacks uncomfortable. Anyways, our first primetime game of the season. We still got one more against the Saints, but we actually were able to win a primetime game. This was beautiful, you know what I'm saying? I would have been salty if we lost, because it's like I said, by the time I upload this, it's going to be 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to bed till at least 1:30 or 2, and then I got to wake up at like 5. So I would have been so salty if we won. I'm going to be tired as fuck in the morning, but it'll be worth it because we did win. I mean, if we lost, I would have been salty, but we did win. So I don't know if there's anything else I could really speak about. Everybody just played amazing. Our offense didn't look that great. Myles Gaskin, he had some big runs, I guess, at the end. Albert Wilson, that's who I'm forgetting. Albert Wilson had a breakout game, huge game. We was using him in all type of ways. We didn't use him all season. And then, you know what I'm saying, he had the big catch at the end. Isaiah Ford before half had some big catches. So Preston Williams, we do a lot of jump balls to him. He couldn't do nothing. This wasn't Mike Gesicki's strongest game. Definitely wasn't his best showing. But there's people that did step up, and just most importantly, our defense stepped up. Now, a lot of people say that Brian Flores is back calling the plays. I don't know who calling the plays, honestly. I think unless they come out and say it, and if he came out and say it, just let me know in the comments. But unless they come out and say it, I don't want to be unfair and not give Boyer his credit if he is calling those plays. You know, I don't want to say just because they look better now that it's Brian Flores. I think that's unfair to Boyer if it is Boyer. So I want to at least give him the benefit of the doubt. But if you guys have that for a fact that it's Brian Flores, then if he's doing it, then he needs to continue. But I very well just saved this regime, honestly. Like, if you really look at it, and I'm not saying it's over because we got a long season ahead of us to see what else could go right or wrong, but this game right is like a super positive mark on this regime. I was thinking about that. Like, this could save Flores' job and, you know, everything what's going on. It could instill more confidence back into the rebuild, which we had all but lost. I feel like we're back. I feel like nobody wants to see us in the playoffs, and I feel like I need to go to sleep because I have work in the morning. Get in the comment section, like, comment, subscribe. Oh, by the way, ever since I shaved my beard, we're 2-0. I think my patchy beard was giving us bad luck. Bruh. My nappy ass, it was giving us bad luck, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's my fault. I'm going to keep it shaved. I'm going to see if we can go on a crazy win streak, okay? Like, comment, subscribe. Roll to 11K. This way, I'm out.